What it do, gang? Back at it again, man, with another video. If you just now tuned into the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn that bell on. That way you get notified every single time I drop a video, man. So this video, man, I'm just gonna answer a lot of questions that a lot of people been wanting to know, man. So as y'all can see by the title of the video, it is a, hold on, let me adjust this real quick. Alright, there we go. So a lot of people been wanting to know, man, like why I sold the Hellcat, man. And I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all the reason, man. It's a lot of factors on what played a part in me selling the Hellcat. Now, a lot of you may know, like, man, I started off with the RT, right? When I first had the RT, I didn't even have a YouTube. So I started my YouTube, man, probably like 2.5 years ago, maybe like the middle of 2019. So, well, actually about 3 years ago, really. So, started my YouTube about 3 years ago, man. But when I started the YouTube, that's when I had first bought the Scat Pack, aka Maxine, man. I love that car. And I pretty much did everything to that car. It was like a full bolt-on E85 Scat Pack, but I did everything that's still going inside the engine. But I thought, okay, boom. I didn't want to do all the extra money to, like, you know, boost it and all that, so I got the Hellcat, right? So you can get a Hellcat already supercharged, a couple bolt-ons, tune, 200 plus horses right there. So don't get me wrong, man, I enjoyed the Hellcat. You know, the Hellcat was it was like, you know, a good project that I, you know, put majority of my effort and time in out of all the cars I had. But let me back up a minute. So when I first got the Scat Pack, man, it was like I was just coming onto the YouTube scene. And at the time, man, the Mopar scene was like, it was hot. But I was coming right into the middle of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't come into the Mopar scene and the YouTube scene right when it was fresh. So you got guys like Mozzie, Hemi Life 44, Cooley Be Coolin', you know what I'm saying? SRT Bree, you know, you had Demonology, you know, a lot of different YouTubers. As a matter of fact, the YouTuber call out event, it was all Mopars. It was just like a Mopar fest, man. And it was like a real dope scene to be a part of at that time. You know, but if you look at a lot of YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, YouTube now, man, it's just like the Mopar content in the Mopar scene is just slowly dying out. And it's just, I'm not gonna lie, it's died out. Like, it's trash now because, see, number one, you know, everybody started getting Scat Packs. Everybody started getting 392s. Everybody started getting Hellcats. And so, man, it was almost as if, you know, the videos on YouTube are starting to get more and more repetitive. And everybody was doing the same thing, man. So it just kind of, you know, everywhere you see, man, you saw a Scat Pack, you saw a Hellcat. You know, everybody's sliding them, you know what I'm saying? It was just, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? You got people who channels did great off of that, and that's just what they do. But, you know, for the most part, man, you know, you get on YouTube, it's, oh, mod my Charger, my Challenger, my Hellcat, you know what I'm saying? Oh, things to know about buying, things to know before buying a Hellcat. Or, you know, this made my Hellcat look, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these little, I ain't gonna say clickbait titles, but like, these little catchy titles just to go see, oh, somebody put an intake on, or somebody washed their car, oh, somebody put a throttle body on, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, dog, you know, unless you're doing something crazy, like, for example, hello, I'm Jemison, hello, I'm Jim, well, you forgot whatever his name is, man, but, you know, he do a lot of drifting video. He got noticed he had a Hellcat, and he was like a professional stunt driver, dog, on there, you know what I'm saying? So, like, all his videos, you know, he slide on the interstate, he drifting in the highways, drifting on the on ramps, drifting in traffic. Like, he got known and recognized because he didn't care what he was gonna drift his Hellcat, you know what I'm saying? So he stood out amongst everybody else that had a Hellcat. He actually called his Hellcat the Drift Cat because that's what he did in it. You feel what I'm saying? That was his lane. Then he modded it to 1,000 horsepower. He was, you know, just because, but it was a drifting Hellcat. And that's how he got famous, because he stood out. He had his own lane. So you don't have your own lane, man. It's pretty much like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much dead, you know? And unless you're gonna get every single new Dodge vehicle that comes out, or the TRX, the Jailbreak, the Red Eye. Like me personally, I'm not gonna spend thousands and hundreds and thousands of dollars on a vehicle, you know, just to put a fancy title on YouTube because it's the newest thing. I'm not gonna do that, man. So, you know, where I'm from down here in Alabama, man, we like to go to Mexico a lot and race. And, you know, Mexico has a lot of good street races. And, you know, so a lot of guys that I know here, real big on street racing. And so, and I felt like that was gonna be the thing, man. But see, the thing about it is, yeah, true enough, I had a Hellcat, right? Yeah, I had a Hellcat, and don't get me wrong, Hellcats, you know what I'm saying, they're cool. But being a Dodge owner, being a Hellcat owner, I would say, just because you got a Hellcat, that does not mean anybody else out here with a car cannot whoop you. You feel what I'm saying? You got guys that got, you know, Pro Charge Vets, you know, Cam, Heads, Pro Charge, E85, meth injection, long tooth, like, you know what I'm saying? Run through. So in order for you to keep up with these guys, or, you know, try to stay in that top tier, you got to do smaller pulleys, you got to do fuel systems, you got to do E85, you got to porch a blower, you got, it's stuff you have to do to be able to keep up with these guys or beat them. You know, GT500s, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of cars down here you know what I mean? Whipple Mustang. It's so many cars down here, bro. So you can't really just bank on, oh, I got a Hellcat. And so, you know, which also brings me to my next point, right? You got all this horsepower, but if you can't put it down, then, you know, it's like you have that much horsepower. So the chances of you putting it down on the street, man, unless the road is prepped, you're gonna spin. You're going to spin. Like, you know, I don't know if y'all familiar with the pad down there in Louisiana. You might as well say that's a track because it's so prepped, it's so sticky, and it's a street, but it's so sticky. And it's just like, you know, if you out there, it's cool. But like, you know what I'm saying, we don't do all that down here. Like, you know what I'm saying, people might, you know, do a little burnout prep when they racing or whatever, but man, it was just time for me to get out the box and do something different, man. And I literally was online looking just to see what the price of track costs were these days, because I was like, man, you know, at the end of the day, I still might give me a track car. I want a track car. But then I was like, man, I just came across that Audi RS7, man, and, you know, I thought about it, I was like, dang, this luxury, dog. But I'm not gonna say it's rare because it's not a rare vehicle. But down here, you might see people with A7s, S7s, S8s, you know, but I've never seen anybody down here with an RS7. So, you know, I was like, dang, this more clean, man. And the first thing I saw, 4.0 liter V8 twin turbo. So I'm like, okay, same engine that's in the Hurricane or yours, whichever one. But it's a Pro Charge, not Pro Charge, it's a twin turbo V8. So I got to looking, man, you know, just looking at the specs and the features, the weight difference, the drivetrain. And I was like, dang, bro, it's really low key a good platform car to race. You feel what I'm saying? And then also it's luxury. So I was like, man, you know what? I was like, if I get this car, it's gonna really put me in a different lane. Like, you know, cause I got the car from Atlanta, but like a lot of guys in Atlanta are into the exotic supercar type scene. So, you know, since I got the car, man, you know, I've met a lot of different people on that type of time. Like, you know, exotic car meets, supercar meets. I've already got invites to, you know, different exotic car clubs, and, you know, being in you know, photo shoots and all different type of opportunities, because, you know, I was just stepping outside that muscle car lane and going a new route, man. And I asked myself, I was like, you know, hey, if this car doesn't do good on YouTube, would you still like the car for yourself? And I'm like, absolutely. So I wanted to be different, man. So I was like, man, you know what, if I come to the race scene with an RS7, and, you know, and it don't take much to mod these cars, you know, these cars already come from the factory 605 horsepower. So, you know, downpipes and a tune, you know, you increasing, that's way over 100 plus horsepower and way over 100 plus pounds of foot torque. You feel what I'm saying? Off of downpipes and a tune, you know. But I'm just saying, man, it's a new bracket of engineering when it comes to these cars. And nowadays, you're starting to see all these German engineered cars, you know, whoop Hellcats, whoop BMWs, whoop, like not whoop BMWs, like, you know what I'm saying, whoop Hellcats, whoop Vets, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're all-wheel drive. They got a different engineering bracket on them. So, you know, it don't take much to mod them. It's just a tune, it's performance, it's all computerized. You dig what I'm saying? You might change out the turbos, you know, but it's so much can go into this car, man. And so I feel like personally, it's a luxury car. You can do small things to it that produces a lot of power and still daily drive it. Like, it's a guy in Atlanta called RS7 De Niro. He has a white RS7, has the fastest RS7 in Atlanta. And, you know, he's running with Eurofed at the shop. And, bro, you know, that's a fast car. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he daily drives it. So, it's just a different game, man. I just want to go into a different lane. But, yeah, I just tired of the Hellcat scene, man. You know, I really didn't get a chance to, you know, perform with the car as much as I wanted to. But, you know, it was just, I just wanted to switch it up, man. It was time, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to grow. And unless you're modding this Hellcat, man, if you got a Hellcat, bro, unless you're doing something ridiculous to it, like, you know, look at guys like Boosted Lucky, the Real Nova, you know, they got Hellcats, but at the same time, you know, they building these cars, man, they like 12, 1300 horsepower cars, you know, way over 1,000 to the wheel, you know, smaller pulleys, 426 stroked out motors, headers, cams, you know, they taking the stock superchargers off and putting whipples on them. Like, you know, I'm not about to do all this. So unless you're doing all that with these Hellcats on that platform, you're not gonna stand out. You're gonna have a basic channel with basic, you know, basic content, doing the same basic thing that everybody's doing. So I just wanted to separate myself from that, man. And on top of that, it was just a new look. It was a fresh look. It was a clean look. And just off the responses I've gotten on the car so far, man, and I haven't even started, you know, dropping any videos or pictures on the car yet, but it was just like, you know, a lot of head turning, like, you know what I'm saying? I've been getting a lot of compliments, a lot of this, a lot of that, and it just seems like, you know, this is gonna be a very, very exciting project, and, you know, I'm excited to produce new content with the car. So, but that's pretty much the reason, man. So, you know, if y'all rocking with it, keep rocking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of potential, a lot of good stuff is gonna happen to this channel, man. I promise you. I just wanna make it to 10K before the end of the year. It's not too late, man. So if y'all haven't done so already, man, make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, share this video, tell a friend that Rob said come join the game, man. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Click the bell at the top. That way notifications be on. You get posted every time I drop a video, man, because I ain't dropping number bangers for the rest of this year. You feel me?